All right, let's do some more farming, shall we? I'm gonna craft some sigils, I think. Give me something juicy. Give me something good. For once. Nothing on the first row. One strong room. Okay, well that was pretty crappy. Maybe I'll legit salvage some of these. Blast Wave Shrine. Why would I ever? Lethal shrines. Alright, let's craft 5 more. Why not? Equipment. Gold reserve. Strong room. Strong room. Okay, we got quite a few strong rooms. Oh, world boss in 5 minutes. That's worth doing. I think it drops quite a bit of material if I don't remember incorrectly. Sir. Monsters drop additional up the side. Okay, well that's good. Guess I should probably like full clear this place. Well, I'm excited for these rooms. The 2 rooms in Mercy's Reach are my favorite places. This one right here. Oh, so satisfying. Oh, I forgot to drop the box off. At the box office. Another day, another box. Okay. Bubber. Hello, dude. I am new to Diablo 4. I played a lot of Diablo 3, but it's overwhelming. Any tips? I'd say don't play too much of the meta. Just like enjoy the game for what it is. Play the campaign. Don't dive too much into the min-maxing. That would be my #1 recommendation. Just like do whatever you want. Play Torment 1 or Penitent, play whatever difficulty you're able to play and just have fun with it. And then my second, after you want, if you're ready to take the next step into playing more of like the meta builds, basically this game is hard to figure out on your own. So using guides and learning that way is going to help. A big thing for me early on was understanding how gear works. Basically these affixes. Like, do I have an example? Like they're like on items they're like vulnerable damage or critical strike damage. Like this bow has vulnerable damage in gray text under the attacks per second. Like that vulnerable damage, it says a really big number, like 130%. But those numbers never really mean anything Like it's like additive damage that ends up being like 1% more damage. So it's like as a beginner, I didn't realize what affixes on items are good and what are bad. So basically, dexterity, or like your main stat of your character, like sorcerers, intelligence, barbarian, strength, druid, willpower, and rogue, yeah, dexterity and spiritborn the same. Those are always really good. And then, so like the main stat and life are like the essential affixes on gear. And then, other than that, you want to get like resistance and armor. And you can find out these things through the guides on like Maxroll or probably other sites too. But on Maxroll, the guides have like stat priorities, and there you can see kind of what's important and what's not. And in this game, I'd say you finish the level 150 greater in level 3 if you know what is good to run on Druid. I think this season we got a new unique. If you have the, I don't know if you probably don't need the expansion. I think it's added to the Eternal game. We got, I don't play Druid myself, but there's a new unique with the Pulverize skill that creates these poison puddles. That seems like a lot of fun. I haven't played it myself, but if I were to play a Druid, I would play the puddle build with Pulverize. So it's probably like the Pulverize endgame guide on Maxroll, or you can probably level with it really well too. I have a feeling that's one of the top Druid leveling guides. And the great thing about the Maxroll guys is that there's starter versions to as soon as you get into Torment 1 that don't require any specific uniques or anything. You can just start off with what you have and go from there. But yeah, there's a lot of breakpoints to kind of like tick the boxes in this game. So we want 1,000 armor. Like I have here, we have 1,000 armor. And then we have 75 all res. I have max res, so I can go above 75. But 75, you want these resistances to be green, and you want 1,000 armor. Those are that's like how to tick your defensive boxes. Werebear and go around smash stuff, yeah. I think you'll enjoy the pulverized one. But yeah, I'd say every build in the game, no matter the class, pretty much want to cap their resistances and armor if they can. Without doing that, you take like double, triple damage incoming, and it's hard to survive. But yeah, it's hard to summarize a beginner's guide to Diablo 4. I think the key is just to play the game and have fun with it. Don't get too wrapped up in the meta or stuff like that. And the guides are there for a reason. If you get lost, just when in doubt, just copy paste guides. Do what they do. Put the stats they put on. Use the aspects they have on their legendaries. Temper the affixes that they temper. You're level 22, so don't have a lot of stuff to put in working on it. Nice. Yeah, you're very early on then. I'm assuming you would be playing the campaign right now then. The campaign is a very good way to get into the game, I'd say. It's the fastest way to level as well. Thank you for the follow. You just got the game 3 days ago? Wow. Very fresh. I've been playing it since the beta, so I have quite a few hours in the game. I only play Rogue, though. I write the guides now as of Season 9. Or I have, I think, about 5 guides on Maxroll for Rogue, but none of the other classes I'm very familiar with. Do I have a 2 GA Eaglehorn left? I don't like, it might be 2 GA, but not the 2 GAs you want. Like, I don't have the cast twice and Malice Eagle Horns, if that's specifically what you're looking for. But I have cast twice, and I have attack speed and Malice. Like, at least 1 DA on all those. That's about it. Sad when they scrapped Witch Doctor. Yeah. There seems to be quite a few expansions coming from Diablo 4 though, the next 2 years. I mean, 1 per year, I'm assuming. Maybe the Witch Doctor will make a return. I played it a bit in Diablo 3. I mostly played Diablo 3 in the first 2 years of the game. So I am not an expert at that game, that's for sure. Also, I heard you want to do a blade shift build. I got a pants if you need blade shift GA and max life shield. That's awesome. I don't need. I have pants for that build as well. But I appreciate it. That build is really fun. It's just not ideal for speed farming, unfortunately. Time to salvage. Ooh, that's a good aspect. Yeah, I don't mind like reviewing people's profiles and their gear. Yeah, for sure. Do I have you added, Phoenix? Otherwise, drop your battle tag and I'll give it a look. More than happy to give my 2 cents on people's gear and stuff. No worries, take your time. Obi Butler, is Poison Twisting Blades the best? I don't think it beats Death Trap, no. I think it might do tier 100. That's my goal. So it's probably a top 3, top 5 build, but that's what we're working towards. I don't know the true answer. I'm just guessing at the moment. We played it a bit yesterday on my stream, and tier 90 was really easy with bad gear and, or not bad gear, but like unoptimized gear, and my glyphs are like level 40. So it's looking bright. You masterworked it. You found it in the pit and you masterworked the first try. Well, that is exciting. Love it when that happens. It's funny because masterworking is typically so miserable, it feels so good when it works, or like when you're lucky. It's interesting how that works, how because they've created a monster with masterworking. Some people would disagree with me, but whenever I hit a triple crit, it's almost like I'm in disbelief, because I would never expect it to happen. Hey Daniel, it's going really well. This will be a farming stream. I need materials, I need glyph levels. Just hanging out with you guys, answering any questions or giving away pen shot gear if you want. But yeah, I'll just be me and some speed farming content right here. How's it going for you? You playing the game? Are you a rogue enjoyer? Tell me everything, Daniel. Let me into your life. The toxic build, it's coming along real well. That's what we're farming for. I need to... This build, the pen shot build is just so much faster at speed farming. As you can see on the screen, it's pretty good. It moves pretty fast and covers the entire screen. The downside with Twisting Blades is that it's slower and less AoE. But it'll be good for pit pushing. Rocking the DT build? Nice, good choice. Alright, now I'm gonna check out Phoenix profile. Wait, I thought I added you. 9.2 CDR for DT in your core arms. Nice. It's so nice when you get Death Trap unlocked like that. You can just spam it. Your Shroud and Fist of Fate, 4 and 6 resets. That is indeed also very lucky. Where's the... On the map it says there is... oh, there it is. Strong Room is hiding from me. No wonder I sometimes pass it by, because it doesn't, like, appear properly. You have to, like, walk away from it. Alright. Let's check out the gear. Alright, we have a Harlequin Crest. Obviously, this is great defenses, but does nothing for your damage. Amazing. I wish I had this. I've crafted 4 Shroud of False Deaths, and I have never gotten all stats. So, that is beautiful. Very good Fist of Fate. Obviously, there's, like, tiny improvement that could be made to the rolls, but I don't think it's worth it unless you really want to push tier 100. Amazing pants. Your Penitent Greaves could definitely be improved with the aspect there. And unlucky with the roll in the cost twice, because that is definitely gonna help your damage output as well. Really good dagger. Unfortunate that it's not like Dex GA, because that would give you another like 5% damage, but the rolls and the tempers and everything is really nice. Well, no problem here. The Masterworking complete as well. I have a 1 GA. I mean, the attack speed GA doesn't really do anything for us, but style points. A ring with like a hit chance GA is kind of fun. Missing a bit of dexterity, which will overall probably be a damage loss, but not too bad. We're talking like half a pit tier here and there. So you have trick shot, accelerating, conceded. Yeah, so the Starless would obviously help here. Wow, triple crit on Shadow Clone reduction. Unfortunate, because we really don't need it on this build, but you will be able to definitely spam your Shadow Clone, I guess. Am I dying? What am I... Oh, there's these guys. It's like the random elites from my jewel. And finally, here you have like 2 pit tiers worth of damage to gain by having 2 passives instead of attack speed and lucky hit chance. So I wonder if the attack speed roll here seems kind of unnecessary, I would assume. Like, I'm assuming you're capped already. You have 20% here. 323, you have like 50%. 30, you're at 80. 90. I guess you probably need this to be caps. The roll on your amulet. But you could just roll the attack speed. Roll the attack speed on one of your rings instead of life, unless you're dying a lot. Obviously, don't do that. And then you could roll this attack speed away to a passive, and then you would gain some damage. Like, you will be squishier, but have more damage if you swap the attack speed rolls on your ring and amulet. But overall, nice gear. I am assuming you could probably do at least tier 80, almost tier 90 with that gear. Maybe tier 80. Daniel, yeah, anyone can join me. I'm just farming away. Benja, yeah, I'm just farming with Penshot because it's so much better at farming. I'm farming materials to craft my gear, like Masterwork and stuff. I ran out of Obdicite and also Forgotten Souls yesterday on stream. So I think the next, like today will be a farm day, and then I'm going to a concert later, so I'll probably, I don't know if I'll fit maybe enough farming today, but otherwise I will farm a little bit more tomorrow before I start pushing with Twisting Blades. Hopefully tomorrow afternoon or something, my time. In like 30 hours from now. Is the head you have now better? I'll have a look. I think Cowl of the Nameless or Godslayer would be ideal. I mean, it's fun to survive too. You still have Shaco on, which honestly is... I feel like if your damage is not a problem, then Harlequin Crest is a good option because you will be able to spam dash and Shadow Step way more than I can. Because your downtime on Shadow Clone would be like non-existent, so you can just reset your cooldowns super frequently. And that would probably be really satisfying. So, don't listen to me. It's all subjective at the end of the day. Like, do you want to go fast? Do you want to deal more damage? Do you want to be tankier? It's up to you. You build your character however you want. I always go for the most damage, personally. But that doesn't mean it's the right choice. Like, I slow down my speed farming, usually, by going for more damage. Hey, Butcher. Glass cannon, baby, that's it. I mean, I'm playing softcore, like, dying is not very... It's not a big punishment. So... why not? You are the second max roll machine you have in your friend list now after Dockside. That's so cool. Nice. Dioxide is a legend. Oh, is that what does that drop? Oh, that's a lot of gold actually. I didn't realize golden goblins, that it drops like close to probably 40 million gold. That would have been huge if I found that on like day one. Now obviously I don't need the gold, but at least there's a way. Hey Tyler. You've always wanted Penshot to be a top tier build, and it's finally happened. So, I don't know if you guys remember Abattoir of Seer. We played Penshot there, if I remember correctly. Like a combo point poison pen shot. Like, I don't understand how that... Oh yeah, it was because of the... Well, we had like 21 combo point charges because Tybalt's will increased our amount of combo points. It was super, super buggy. Hey, Bubble. Or Boo Boo. I'll probably call you Boo Boo. Okay, I should probably salvage before I kill Astaroth. He drops way too many items for my inventory to be happy. Is anyone playing on Eternal? I'd say most people are not playing on Eternal. I'd be curious, but I think at least the people who engage in content on like Diablo content. Ooh, Shadow Step boots. Is that good? No, it's not. I'd say it's like 80% of people play seasonal. In terms of like who engages in Twitch streams and stuff. I'm sure there are casuals, like 8-year-olds out there that just kind of like run around in Eternal. That haven't realized that social or seasonal is there. Or like people who don't have a lot of time to play. Most of the gamers I find that play seasonal or like play Eternal just because they don't, like, they have work 3 jobs and have 14 children, and then playing seasonal is just not realistic. It takes so much time actually out of your life to level up a new character every couple months. So I totally get the seasonal. I used to do in Diablo 2. I used to play seasonal. I keep missing it. Played Eternal way more than seasonal in Diablo 2. It's just too much effort. Every season you asked Doug said about Penshot, and he always had bad news. Oh, well, I'm happy for you. Finally. I mean, to be fair, Penshot is still pretty bad. It just happens to be one of the best, or the best, carriers for Azurath. So, it's something. It's better than nothing. God tier transmog? Yeah? You like it? I mean, there's something about it. Gets me up in the morning, you know? I forgot to touch this corpse. Actually, I did touch it, I just didn't pick up his things. I never thought I'd say that sentence, but here we are. You're gonna finish cooking and then you will join me? Sounds good, my friend. I'll add ya. Yeah, Tyler. The point of seasonal, or even like the reason I play. Oh, another butcher. It's a reset of the realm. So like all your characters from before all automatically become eternal. And now for the season, you have to create new characters, which is the fun part because you start over. Everyone's like, whether you are a Giga Blaster or this is your first time playing Diablo, you're the same level as me or as Woody Joe or whoever's playing. And I personally love that. Like for the first day, we're all on the same playing field. No one has duped items or inflated gold or a bunch of mythics. Like, I found a mythic item on day 1 in that random pit for the first time ever in this season. And that was like one of the most hype moments I've had. But that would only be as exciting as it was because it was a season launch. Probably one of the first mythics in the world was in my inventory for season 9. That sort of stuff is why I play seasonal. And to enjoy there's new content in the season, like we get these spellcraft stuff and that can change. It's like if you ever play board games, you can buy these expansions to board games that slightly alter the game. Even though it's like the same foundational experience, if you've played the board game like 100 times, just a tiny little tweak or something sprinkled on top can make a big difference to the board game experience. And that's kind of what seasonal content is. You get a little bit of something different, even though the base game and the base experience is essentially exactly the same. But if you're like super new to the game, you don't like first time playing Settlers of Catan, you don't need the like expansions or Cities at Night or whatever there's so many expansions to that board game, but playing it for the first time you don't need it. But if you play it a bunch of times, it starts becoming way more fun to have additional content. So for beginners, seasonal is whatever. In this game, I'd say. Yeah, it's true. Azarath and Andy builds have a lot in common. This is kind of weird dungeon. Like, what happens if I go down these stairs? Oh, this is just a treasure room, I see. So I'm supposed to go down the stairs, but there's a little bonus room here. Are they worth it? I need to figure out, like, what's in this chest. Fragments. Okay, like, 250 opposites. It's not bad. These Nahantu dungeons are something else. Here's a strong room. That's crazy. So far into the dungeon, hey. I feel like I'm almost done with the dungeon. I'll finish it. I'll finish the dungeon after. Strong rooms are what I'm looking for. And also the material keys. Don't have any material. Nightmare Dungeon keys. Should check up on my... I have 300 Forgotten Souls, but I've hit my Obdicite goal. I just don't have Forgotten Souls. That's a bit sad. I should probably either kill Belial or have one of you guys share your material Nightmare Dungeon keys with me, and then we can solve that problem. I'm pleasantly surprised. At least I have Obdicite for quite a bit of Masterworking. One more item's worth, probably. I need to remember, in 90 minutes I have a meeting. A work meeting. I don't know how... It should be pretty quick, but... Yeah, I might turn on the stream again after that. We'll see. May or may not. I can give the runes I have left for crafting Shroud if you want to. That's very kind of you. I don't think I have enough sparks. I have only one spark left. I guess I could salvage something. But yeah, for Shroud I need just like back runes and cry runes and money runes. Money, money, money. I'd be happy to buy them off you though. And I have 0 buck runes, unfortunately, so very far away on that front. I don't even think I have any money runes. Maybe one. I always want to keep it... I have one cry, but that I used the cry myself, so I should probably not use up that one. One malignant heart. Alright, we got another strong room key. Easy. I guess this has just been a up the side stream so far. Hopefully we get to the... Maybe you know what? Maybe it's time to mix it up. I haven't killed Belial in a little bit. You only have money? Yeah. That's okay. There's a lot of people selling runes. It seems to be like bots, honestly, selling most of the things I find on the trade site. Like, I'm not actually interacting with humans, which is an interesting change this season compared to before. Maybe they have always been there, I just haven't really interacted with trading bots. Alright, I'm gonna kill Belial a little bit. I got 2 stacks. I need the Forgotten Souls, and maybe we'll get lucky and get a better Shroud of False Death. That is what we're hoping for. Alright, do I have everything I want in my life? I have these. You thought you had more? Yeah. I feel like I have a lot of runes, but they're not the ones I need. Or I guess that anyone needs. I'm surprised with like 7,000 life. I've never felt squishy with this season. I guess the change to Shadow Clone giving 20% DR has kind of reduced the amount of life that is comfortable. Like, I used to say recommend 10,000 life for every player, but this season, I'd say like 7k is comfortable. Alright, I don't know what boss I should spawn. I have a feeling Beast in Eyes is still... I mean, people are probably going for the Death Trap build, so maybe go for Vashan just to get some Eyes in the Dark pants would be good. But I'm fairly confident other classes are utilizing Azurath and stuff as well. And even Fist of Fate from Beast. So maybe I'll try to get some 4GA items from here. It's been a while since I saw a 3 or 4GA item. So I think it's time. Statistically speaking, it should be right around the corner. Yeah, I'm getting really good Beastfall boots. That would be big money for us. Daniel, that might have been you accepting my request. I'm currently doing some Belials, so... If I do Nightmare Dungeons again, I will let you know. 1% lucky hit chance, that's... kind of pathetic. But also funny. I like Fist of Fate as a concept. Everything just like rolls from 0 to 100. LASIK, I called it yesterday, he's doing it. What is it? What am I doing? I would love to find out. You have a ring, GA dex, crit chance, and is what I'd roll away for resistance. I mean... I guess it depends. If, like, basically you want 100% cap 1 attack speed, you can look at the attack speed companion on max roll, or the rogue companion, I think also has that. And you also want a 100% crit chance, but crit chance you get like a lot from your skill tree. Like we can get 20% from caltrops, 20% from trick attacks. We get 10% from dash. We get another 10% from dark shroud. Like there's like 50% right in our skill tree. So it depends, I'd say. But most builds don't need crit chance on any gear. Especially if you have Starless. Starless helps a lot with that. I guess until Starless, maybe you want to keep that, but sometimes it's like future-proofing your gear. So if I'm working on this, like a ring that I know I'm going to replace with Starless, I keep that in mind with all the gear. So I don't go all in on an item that will only be used temporarily. Lots of Fist of Fate here. What do we have? Kind of trash. Meh. Yeah, they're not good enough. I have higher standards for you guys. He's doing it. Poison.tb. Yeah, that's it. Hey, Vertex85. How's it going? Yeah, Poison TB, I played it yesterday on the stream. It's a lot of fun. Right, what we're doing right now is just farming materials for it. So I farmed enough of the site to do some masterworking, but my Forgotten Souls are scarily low. I'd probably get 500, then do some masterworking. See where we're at. Because if we're lucky, we don't need as much as I think I might need. If I just first try triple crit things, we're golden. I think there's 2 items left to masterwork for my TB build. Or, I guess I technically need to redo my mythics. But to get started, I think it's just 2 items left. Let's do some now, just to get an idea of how much we will need. Where is my... Here's my tab for TB. We're mainly going to be oh yeah, I need to do Starless guys again and the amulet. Let's just work on the amulet. So this amulet, I want as much deadly venom as possible. What's my ping? Okay, it was fine. Don't want to be masterworking. Oh, forgot. So what will I be rolling there? I'll be rolling Malice or something. I'll reset it. Deadly Venom, that's the one. That's fine. We'll hope we get Deadly Venom now. Oh, okay. You know what? This is good enough to start. If TB seems like it can do 100, I might redo this, but for now, that is definitely... I'm happy with that. I'm gonna roll a different passive, probably Malice over Unstable Elixir, but otherwise... Mucho buenos. And this, we need 1 attack speed and then core skills. Unfortunate, but it's the truth. Okay, and core skill? Nope. Well, this will drain my souls very fast. It lacks survivability? That's interesting. I felt immortal yesterday when I played the Poison TB. I think it comes down to the gear you have, how many 2 GA items. If you have a bunch of 2 GA items with life as the second GA, I think you're sorted. And also, I guess it comes down to your Shroud of False Death. If you have GA on life there as well. There are ways. Well, that's a reset. I don't have many tries left here. Attack speed is good. I need 1 of them. Okay, so now we just need 1 more core skill rank. 1 time. 25% chance. That's not it. but you know what? This will work for now. It's like a 5% damage loss over what it could be. It's not even an entire pit tier. At least it will help me hit the breakpoint that I'm looking for. Okay, I guess my gear is good enough to try. Is there anything else missing? I mean, I'm definitely lacking like 1 or 2 pit tiers of masterworking. It's so satisfying to roll at the occultist when it's yellow. Probably do exploit or malice for this. And then I'll farm a bit of pits with TB just to level up my glyphs. Trap mastery. Frigid finesse. It's not ideal because I'm not freezing that fast, but it's probably better than elixir. You know what? Elixir is probably better for what I'm doing content right now. So if I decide to keep it, it is probably ideal for now. For speed content, our potions should be up, but for pushing, our potions won't be fully uptime. So that's where unstable elixirs drops off. How long will it take to find +2 to malice? I probably, yeah, exploit or malice I'll definitely swap to. The problem with exploit, in the last 2 seasons we've had seasonal powers that execute. Like when the monsters get below a certain threshold, they just die. Hey, Blamespeak. So exploit loses value because it increases our damage mostly when our enemies are below 35% health. But if they just get executed, what's the point? So we lose our value there. Which is a little bit sad. I am an exploit enjoyer. The passive. Not as in exploiting the game. The downside of rolling amulets like this is the cost to veiled crystals. But you know what? It's something we just have to accept. Re-rolling it, the cultist takes a surprising amount of focus. Because it would be very sad to accidentally roll past what I'm looking for. Yay! We got it. Alright. So now... Poison TB. Equip. Boom. What build do you use to farm lair bosses? I use the pen shot build, but the more of like the pushing version. So I like remove all the AoE and just focus on single target. Like aspects like accelerating, conceited, and vehement instead of trick shot. And I don't use cry rune, I use thol, etc. Small little tweaks. Forgotten soul farming is the worst. Yeah. I didn't mind farming it as long as I had the material nightmare dungeon keys. Maybe I need to put out like a, I need to put up a poster online. Anyone with nightmare dungeon material keys, invite me to your party and let's do them together. Wait, do I have this much life? I have 14,000 life? What? How did I get so tanky? I was just talking about, or someone was mentioning how squishy they felt with TB. I mean, this is double life of what I was having on my pen shot. And this is like, well, what if I pop these? Okay, that lowered my life. That makes sense. Someone had to pop the Redmine buzz near me. That's why I was like, how do I have 14k life? But still, 12k, like still a 40% increase over what I had. So my breakpoint now should be, yeah, we increased our breakpoint a little bit. Got a slight improvement on our amulet. Other than that, our gear is pretty much the same as yesterday, which worked pretty well in 90s. So maybe I'll try another 90 now and see how that goes. I have way too much armor. Is there any armor nodes I can drop? I think I have too much resistance too. I need to be able to have... Yeah, perfect. So I have 3 Paragon points to spare. I could probably go for this. 18 DR against Distant is pretty good. Alright. Let's play some TB, shall we? Level up our glyphs. Oh, I need to change my controls. I think I put... Oh, you know what? I think it's fine. D for Death Trap. It's fitting after all. Well, that was an unfortunate pull. I keep forgetting I have Death Trap on D. Maybe I should change my controls. I don't know why it was so... Like, usually I always have my ultimate on D or R, but I think I played it too much yesterday for it to be comfy. So I'll just put it back. I have same controls as yesterday. The muscle memory is too real. Where are you going, Mr. Snake? Certain elites just need to stop, you know? Stop moving. Please. Nice, this is gonna be a good one. I can feel it. Yeah, it was a good one. He did a 95 with Heartseeker, never again. Yeah. That does sound painful. I guess the question is, how often do I knock down? Not very often. I guess if I spam my poison trap a little bit, like every 2 seconds, drop a poison trap, just for the malice value. Is he gonna tick out? Maybe? Nice, I love wolves. They just crawl up next to you and it's comfy. Much Much improvement over the snakes in the previous dungeon. These guys, however, are annoying. Just kind of swing their clubs and shoot things from a distance. I spoke too soon. I can imagine like a really big pull on the desert map would be very satisfying with this build. Like you get like 9 elites in one little pile and you just like stack up 200 billion DPS. That's gonna be something. I see it. I can see it when I close my eyes. A good time is what I see. If Death Trap had the pull of Season 8, this would be insane too. Like pull the whole screen. It's good enough, but just imagining what could have been. It's like they die too fast for the poison to reach 100, but it seems like it would if they survived another second. Where did you go? For speed content, I should probably use Noxious Ice, because I would freeze enemies faster and deal more damage to them, like for bursting down elites. Right now I don't have Noxious Ice. The aspect. Scourge of the land. Bring it on, sir. We are ramping. Under 60 billion. I saw it. I feel like I stagger pretty slow. I wonder if... I'm gonna try something sneaky. Hopefully Rogue gets some mid-season buffs. Yeah, it seems like Blizzard has kind of stopped with the mid-season patches. We'll see if it happens. I wouldn't be mad. I'm gonna try, even though it might be a mistake. But this, like, Twisting Blade Impale will daze. Maybe that will stagger the boss a lot faster. Might struggle with the cooldown, so that's what we're testing on Death Trap. AoE shouldn't be a problem, but on the boss it's harder to maintain permanent poison imbue charges. What about this direction? Is there an elite pack waiting? Kind of. Yeah. I think Season 6 was a big mid-season patch. There's a lot of bugs they were fixing and stuff with that one. But Season 7, I don't remember. And Season 8 was super short, so that, I guess that was like a reason why there wasn't really time for a patch in Season 8. So I don't really know what they're going to do for Season 9. Because now we're back to like a 3-month long season. So chances are they do something. But I think it also comes down to like if they're happy with where it's at, and I'd say I don't know what the other classes are. Most people are usually unhappy, but there's a lot of viable builds and stuff, so maybe they're okay with it. For example, the amount of times they said on the campfire that Death Trap wouldn't be meta anymore, and now it's still meta. So like maybe that sort of motivates them to like live up to their word and do something about it. I feel like I'm inconsistently removing these like DR auras. Usually, or like when I play Penshot or whatever, it happens so easily. Silly old Death Trap. At least I'm using Death Trap now, but for utility. It's kind of fun. Back where it belongs. As a mechanism for pulling monsters together. Not to kill the whole screen. Alright, 1 hour till my meeting. Gotta keep reminding myself. I did set an alarm, so hopefully it should be unmissable. I've been trying to Spiritborn Sork, honestly. Pencha is so much more fun, even if it's behind. Yeah. I just can't get myself to play those other classes. You find them boring. Ranged builds for life, that's it. What an unbelievably strange layout on this dungeon. I feel like I've gone in circles. I like TB, that's for sure. The little like lawnmower vibe of just shredding the enemies, slowly but surely adding dots to them. Conceptually feels very nice. Oh yeah, and I'm curious about if I stagger the boss faster or not now. I definitely struggle to reset my... Okay, it's definitely not worth it. I struggle to reset my poison imbue in time. I feel like I don't really stagger more, even though I'm supposedly applying daze every time too. So yeah, it's definitely a bait. 245B. We take 245. And I get excited because imagine a 5-minute boss fight when we get the most value from this new jewel. Is it this one? After you deal dot damage to an enemy, they take 0.33% more damage from you forever. Forever. My goal is to get a 1 trillion damage tick, even if it takes me 20-minute boss fight to make it happen. Might be impossible, we'll see. We'll just keep leveling up this one. My Twitch stream is dropping a lot of frames. That's sad. Anyone else having that experience on my Twitch? It says zero frames dropped on my end, but could be true. I'm a noob streamer after all. In my early days. It's got my training wheels on. Don't really know what's going on. Alright, let's just try a 95, just to vibe DPS check. Phoenix says it's fine. That's good, that's good. Twitch send, yeah. Oh, a good map. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna try pull maybe 2 or 3 elites together. We'll see, maybe just 2. If there's a pack down here, maybe? I did get that pack. Is there a pack down here? There is. Okay, cool. Oh, I forgot to change my twisting blade thing. Like, I'm not resetting my cooldowns as much as I would like. Didn't get as nice of a pull as I wanted, but it's okay. This map is huge. We'll make another pull. Definitely hard to get all the monsters on top of each other. Our TPS is so good though. There we go, 2 elite packs next to each other, finally. That's what we were looking for. There's one elite on the side. He just wants to run away. Sad. I guess we'll just start slapping him because he's got full life. Whatever target you like actually right click with TB is gonna take a lot more damage. So to kind of direct our DPS. Where are my elite friends? Here. Yeah, the challenge is pulling. I wish I could have Cry Rune instead of Death Trap, but I guess it's just one thing to work around. Like, we would increase our DPS so much if we could just pull the full screen a bit easier. I guess if we have the right monster types, like wolves automatically just go up to you. So this build against wolves would be very nice. Maybe I'll just kill this guy here. There's quite a few smaller mobs. Wait. Interesting. I got frozen there. Basically, I have 0.3 downs. It's the second downtime on my Unstoppable. But I wouldn't think that would... Like, I would ever get frozen by that. I guess if I'm unlucky, he would manage to catch me. I'll just continue in this dungeon until it's empty before I go to the next level. Oh, that was interesting. Postcard, no more pen shot. Yeah, we have an armory in the town, so we swap between builds all the time depending on what you're doing. So when I speed farm, I use pen shot, and then when I try new builds, I try new builds. Right now we're going for TB. In a season, I play usually at least 5 different builds. I think this might be the final elite pack in this tier level. We'll go to the portal. They die very fast. If I just get a good, like, sit on top of the 3 elites, they die in one stagger. You're leveling up a new tower. It's funny to kill monsters with 100 damage overpower crits. Yeah, I mean I'm assuming they're pretty rare, unless, I mean, for rogues they are rare. The boss might be a bit of a struggle. Maybe that's a good thing. Good test, but definitely should use the Twisting Blade. Reduces cooldown effect. It's actually, like, this is higher DPS than my basic skill builds, which would be able to do like 97. So we'll be close, but maybe, just maybe, we could do 100 with this. Yeah, the vampires maybe you don't want to fly away. That'd be nice of you if you could just stay there. Oh, nice. Did I skip progression there, or was I actually done? Nope. Like, my, too much downtime on my 4 poison imbuement. I'm hitting for like 2 seconds without any damage. That was a good cycle. Oh, I guess so. Yeah, it will be fine when I'm proccing quacks. That's good. 100? 229? 300? I throw 350 billion tick. That's pretty exciting. Nice. Tier 95 without issues. And my glyphs are 50. So if I level up my glyphs, that's another 1 or 2 tiers of DPS. How fast can this build stack the 0.33 dot damage increase? I mean, every build stacks at the same speed, Andrew. It's What is it? Let's read it. Read it together here. It says after you deal dot damage to an enemy, they take like more damage forever. So I guess like we do dot damage twice a second. So I'm assuming we get 0.66% more damage every second. So in a minute we should deal like 40% increased damage. So in 5 minutes we should deal like triple damage. That's how I read that, but I could be wrong. But yeah, that's what I'm most excited for, is like pushing tier 100 and like the end of the boss fight. When exploits kicking in, that jewel is kicking in, the damage will be indeed literally ramping. If nothing else works, just go TB, that's it. Okay, what was I? There was something I thought. Oh yeah, the TB thing. This is a bait, the dace, I think. Andrew, that's what I'm thinking. That's why I'm kind of doing this. It's like that jewel inspired me to go poison TB and see what we can do. And this key passive got buffed too, so that helps. I'll go down to like an 85 because our glyphs are so low. There's no benefit of us pushing so high. Yeah, unfortunately dots are fixed at twice a second, but that's good enough. Oh, I just realized elites die fast here. Drop 10 tiers, all of a sudden one-shot everything. I mean, it really thrives at this like damage threshold. I could remove like smoke grenade here and just put in a dash, and I would be so much faster. So I'm gonna do that for next run. Don't have to run between each pack. I can actually have the rogue mobility in there. Yeah, you can only do dot damage twice a second. Like as soon as I apply dot, you see above this head, it's like the ticking. The text, the white text that kind of goes, that no matter how many different types, like you have shadow dots or burning dot, that number will only tick twice a second. So you can only stack the jewel that fast, which is still decently fast. Yeah, it's really strong for long boss fights, that's for sure. Strange dungeon layout once again. A little bit of here, a little bit of there, back and forth. Busker, you're new to the role class. Any budget-friendly builds that you can suggest? I mean, if you want, I can give you for free some pen shot gear. That's like what I have video guides on my YouTube channel of on this season. I'd say that's probably the build I would recommend the most. But if you just want to find your own gear, what would be the most budget friendly? I mean, any build is budget friendly. You're just gonna be weaker. Or I guess Death Trap is a bit harder to get working properly without the core unique items. But really, you just pick any guide on your favorite website, whether it's Maxroll or any of the other websites for builds. I'm running out of monsters in this dungeon. I guess I should start killing these little guys. You didn't even know the gem was a thing until I showed it? Yeah. It's underutilized for sure, because there's not a lot of dot builds. Phoenix says, one thing I don't like so far about D4 is that often the meta builds don't change much from season to season. Like it feels 3 seasons in a row, builds are the same for many classes. Yeah, for sure. I wish it would change every season more drastically. Yeah, I mean, that's what they're saying they want. I think the issue is, like, Blizzard wants that, but the player base keeps finding ways to make the same builds good. So I think Blizzard just needs to be more brave with changing numbers. But I'd say this has been probably the biggest meta shift up for most rogue builds. Obviously DT is still up there, but all the other builds have been squashed together. Like, there's almost no rogue build that can't do tier 90, which in the past there's been way more discrepancy between various builds. It's like essentially every rogue build is A tier, which is great because that means there's options when people are wondering what to play. It's like you're not pigeonholed into a certain... I need to go backtrack to the first level. That's kind of crazy. You think Dance of Knives are the easiest skill to at least in tier 3? Yeah, probably true. Dance of Knives. Although I have seen a lot of people be sad whenever they don't have the Star Shards aspect. But shouldn't be impossible to get. Basic skills are probably good without that crazy gear with paint orders, yeah. You're probably right about that. As soon as you get paint gorgers, I'm assuming basic skill builds in like tier 3 you are pretty crazy. Oh, I should have added... I'm gonna reset and add dash. I want to try it. Why Death Trap over Shadow Clone? So Shadow Clone doesn't... like, imbuement potency increases don't work for the Shadow Clone. And the Shadow Clone, by default, doesn't copy our imbuements, so we need another aspect to make it use our poison imbuement. So with those two factors, it makes it just not deal a lot of damage using the clone. It's a little bit, but I'm going with the pull with Death Trap. Basically, pulling things together is very essential because our TB range is so short. And because we have a Death Trap here, enables Vex Rune here. And Vex Rune is very valuable for poison imbuement, because we don't have anything that buffs ranks to poison imbuement. So any rank increase we can get to poison imbuement is it's like 20-30% more damage just having Vex Rune. I forgot to add dash because I was talking. Oops. But I like this map, so we're going for it. Andrew says the twisting blade builds some extra of the pit pushing variant doesn't use the poison dot setup though. It just goes for Azurath. Yeah. The Azurath version of TB is probably stronger than this. Although there's a bug that Ava mentioned to me today that TB doesn't work properly with Azurath. Or rather the Shadow Clone and TB. It's a weird situation. But yeah, just use the Mythic variant on the Max Roll Twisting Blade Guide, and it's essentially what I'm playing. It's a little bit of difference in terms of the aspects, and I'm using different gloves. But the Paragon and everything is very similar. I will make a guide for this, the version I'm playing, like a video that goes through my setup. But for now, I'm just optimizing it. I like to test the build fully, see how far it can go before I make video guides for it. And for one of the first seasons now, you actually get to see me do it live. In the past, I haven't been streaming as much. I just do it on my own free time by myself, crying in the corner. But now I can, like the whole testing phase of a build is being shared. You can see how it progresses. Oh yeah, Phoenix says, but does Blizzard not work a lot with guys like you from Maxo? I don't personally. Like they have like Diablo partners, I think, that work and provide feedback more directly. I'm not part of the Diablo partnership program, but I can forward feedback to the people who are there, and likewise can you. And the thing with a company like Blizzard, they're so large. I don't know if you guys have worked in big companies, but like as soon as, like when a company gets bloated in terms of having just like too many employees almost, and there's too many layers of management, and it's just like slows down how fast you can implement things. And I'd say that's definitely an issue for Blizzard. They might want to do something, but it takes them such a long time to, and it's like maybe a couple developers agree to something, but they don't get the approval from whatever upper management, and yeah, so it's, I think there's a lot of bottlenecks in terms of getting things into the game, despite players and streamers and giving them the feedback. Like, I don't think there's a shortage of feedback. I think the main challenge is the process of implementation on Blizzard's end. Hey Mia. Yeah, they need to do an Elon cut, that's right. Probably. I mean, who knows? I have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. Can only guess. How is the Poison TB going? It's going really well. We did a 95 in like 10 minutes, and our glyphs are level 50, so my goal of hitting tier 100 with Poison TB is it's still alive. I don't know if the dream will come true, but what's this new meta? I'm getting whispers about Obdicite meta. I don't know what that's about. I guess the strong rooms is, as far as I know, the meta. Just like speedrunning strong rooms. Rob's new video. I haven't seen it. Ooh, unlucky. If the secondary affix was decent, this would have been usable, but unfortunate. There's a way to reset the strong room on a single key somehow. Oh boy, here we go. That could be a game changer for people farming up the site. You're just already resetting strong rooms, which is like 50,000 up the site in an hour, and now you can probably double that if you can just do the same key over and over. And maybe you don't need to rotate keys between a party full of people. You can do it yourself. That would be amazing. But also probably maybe considered an exploit. But I guess if everyone's doing it. We used to do that a lot in this game, like resetting the Nightmare Dungeons keys to just do like Sirocco Caverns over and over and over. Talking like Season 2, Season 1 even. We did this a lot. Like, you pass over the leader to someone else and then somehow resets the dungeon. I forgot the dash again. No! I think it probably won't increase my speed that much because it will also decrease my damage, but it might be 30 seconds per run or something. Maybe less. My main... You know what? Actually, Cry Rune might be the biggest speed increase I could do. I will deal less DPS, but I will at least pull things together so I'm hitting them. And that's probably the play at this tier. When you don't turn in the Blood Relic, you can farm and farm. Interesting. Alder's Cave, yeah, exactly. Do the story and do this first strong room in the story, but don't pick up the Blood Relic. Go out of the dungeon, then you can do this infinite. Interesting. I will try that out later. Because everyone needs up the site in their lives. And I will definitely need more even for this build if I want to min-max it. We got it to a decent point though right now. I'm very happy with the gear. I'll probably try, when I get my glyphs to 100, I'll try tier 100. And then take it from there. If we're not even close, then I probably won't farm that much more for this build. But if we are close, then I've got a mission to get perfect gear for TB. You just go out and reset, and if you pick up the Blood Rune, you need to make a new character even? Interesting. So it's like a seasonal quest thing. That's interesting. There's been so many seasonal quests, like bugs like that, where you just farm one of the earlier rooms of the seasonal quest. That's actually hilarious. Dash, Matthews, you got me covered. Appreciate it. Let's try it out. I think the go-to is dropping Smoke Grenade. Even though it's slightly more damage than Poison Trap. Poison Trap has Malice benefit, so let's see how that feels. Just slightly faster movement between groups of monsters. Oh, we can get a double elite pull here, maybe. Come on, little babies. There we go. What is with this elite down there? I don't know why. What is he waiting for down here? His spear is long, but man. Oh, I just realized. I think I'm using fluidity glyph in my Paragon, and I haven't up until now I haven't had any agility skills, so I haven't gotten any benefit from fluidity. Wait, am I using fluidity? I think so. That's kind of awkward. I'm glad I just figured that out, because that's crazy. Fluidity, yeah. When you cast an agility skill, you gain. I mean, in the past, until this run, I haven't gotten any benefit from that. Is Caltrop's agility still? Oh, it is. Okay, cool. I thought for some reason they removed that tag when it stopped throwing you backwards, because now it's like more of a throwable trap. It doesn't make sense that it's still agility, but I guess it is in that part of the tree. So, okay, we're good. Thank you, Blame Spee, for keeping me in check. I don't know what glyph I would have used otherwise, so I'm glad it does work. I feel like I emptied this dungeon, but the progression is so low. Hopefully I won't have to come back here. No, Mac, all good with you? Yes, everything is very good with me. I feel like my answer to that question would probably always be the same. I feel so lucky with my mental health. Imagine always doing good. Nice. Wow, these guys like to move. I mean, dash definitely feels good, but for pushing it will definitely not make it into the build. But my damage is definitely good enough to run dash right now. It's so nice that Twisting Blade cleaves. Like I'm applying poison in AoE. Daniel, okay, I like what I'm seeing. Yeah, yeah. Am I getting it like the progression skip here? Because I'm running out of monsters. Once again. Paragon. I leveled up. Good looking build, yeah. Lots of damage. Look at this. Satisfaction. Oh, whoa. That was random progression. I had like 20% left or something. Oh yeah, I don't have smoke grenade. Forgot that for a moment. Don't have a planner just yet. I used Ava's. If you go on max roll, like if you even Google Twisting Blades max roll Diablo guide, it will be that one. That's what I used as the foundation, but I swapped out a few aspects. But the Paragon boards and the glyphs are essentially the same. So, but I will in the next probably 24 hours or 2 days make a video guide for this, the version I'm playing, which will be more focused around the pushing. So if you stay tuned, you can start off with the max roll one. I can show my gear real quick, and if you're on the YouTube stream, you can rewatch it and pause, etc. You see the aspects and stuff, and the jewels, and the powers, efficacy, tracker, eldritch, no witness, fluidity, exploit, weakness, canny, dance macabre with bane. That's where we're at. Okay, I'm gonna just see if a cry rune will feel good. Definitely losing a lot of damage here. Maybe I'll try an 80 with this more like speed setup. Can I ask you something? Do you have items for penalty shot rogue you ain't need? Yes, no Mac 2018. Give me your battle tag and I'll give you any pen shot gear you need. I got you covered. I mean, now we're talking. Now we got a little bit of speed induced. Definitely feels very good to have Cry Rune on this. Still bursting down the elites, so it is not an issue with damage. Thank you, I'll add you right now. TB soon meta, yeah. I mean, I'm expecting core skills to get buffed in Season 10. Imagine this being buffed by 2x or something. It's still very good the way it is. Did I kill the elites? I did. They die, I guess, because I had poison on them. And for this speed setup, I mentioned it earlier, we should definitely do Noxious Ice. That would speed up the kill speed on these elites even more. Not that it's needed, but... What elixirs and stuff do you use? Basically use the same for every rogue build in Season 9. We got Elixir of Advantage for attack speed, Queen Supreme for main stat, Song of the Mountain to solve our armor issues, Soothing Spices for more armor and resistances. I think I have that for all my planners. Pretty much. Drop down our damage a bit, but should be enough. Not too bad. Oh yeah, and definitely I've been like leaving a lot of obols on the ground. Definitely need to remember to. Gamble some amulets, I guess. There's 99 billion gold waiting for me on the other side of a lucky gamble. Never lucky. The best way to farm Forgotten Souls? I mean, either doing Belial in tier 4, like spamming Belials with these husks, or doing the Material Nightmare Dungeon Sigils. I don't think I have any right now, but there's the blue tag on these. It could say like Heraldric Material Reserve, I think. I don't have any right now. Something like that. They give quite a bit. All the chests in there. But there might be, someone mentioned Rob uploaded a new video on like how to farm Obdusite, and maybe that gives Forgotten Souls too. I'm not entirely sure, but I would guess it might. Okay, I'll do one more pit before I take a little work break. Oh yeah. Penshot gear? Let's see. What gear does this guy have? How can we upgrade him? Oh wow, he has nothing. We're gonna... Oh, that's a nice crossbow. We're gonna hook this guy up. Let's see. That's not bad. We were given quite a few of these. I think this is good enough for where you're at. Hello, hello. Enjoy. Hopefully this will get you started on a very good pen shot adventure.
I appreciate that.
Hi, is there a build for this build yet? If you go back in the live stream like 5 minutes, I went through all the gear and stuff, but no, there's not like a planner. On Max Roll, it is very close to it though. Like the Max Roll endgame guide, the mythic version is very similar to what I'm running. I just min-maxed the damage a bit. But if you stay tuned over the next few days, I will make a planner and a video guide for it. We are zooming. It's definitely way faster with the speed setup. Cry, Rune, and Dash. Keep accidentally compressing dash, but that's okay. We'll get used to it. No problem at Nomac. Joking, I think Diablo lost a lot of plays when they changed that everyone need boss materials because it's more fun. Yeah. Maybe. I wonder what they will do about because right now the game is kind of imbalanced. Would like the dupers make the game more balanced in terms of being able to get gear. Without duped boss materials, like I don't see how anyone would get mythics and uniques with GAs on them. Consistently at least. It would be a different game for sure. I'll milk every penny out of A pen shot player with your 3 GA Eagle Horn. That's how it's done. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Or something like that. I feel like maybe I don't even need the Cry Rune. I think it might help sometimes to just get the pool going, but Dash Trap does a good job by itself. Wait a minute. How many times do I not have enough monsters? I mean, I leave a lot of like trash mobs behind, but still, this is a tiny dungeon. I have a feeling the boss might spawn just like randomly killing some of these things. Maybe these little guys are the keys to the boss. Guess they really want me to kill this tiny groups of trash mobs, hey? I feel like I don't even stagger him once, somehow. It's hilarious how little stagger I have. Okay, at least we have 70 glyphs now. It's not too much of a damage increase to gain. Maybe 1 pit tear left, or less than that. Alright. Final pit before I go take a break. Appreciate all of you hanging out with me as I go on my little Twisting Blade adventures. It's been fun. Usually my secondary builds that I play after the first one aren't as exciting as the potential of this one. Like, I'm surprised I haven't seen anyone else play this. Considering it's such a like fan favorite from the past. Azeroth kind of stole its thunder there in this spotlight. We'll fix that though. Daniel, you were just about to play? Oh no. I'll be on either later today or I'm going to a concert later, so I don't know how much time I'll have today. But tomorrow might be a solid session. Thank you. Drop me an invite whenever to enjoy to farm anything. Enjoy, yeah. God, I read that one. Yeah, we'll do. I mean, or I might forget. You should request to join whenever I'm farming stuff. Pits are hard to join someone in a party because it's like it disables the ability to invite or request. Or maybe you can invite still. But you can't request to join someone who's in a pit. But if I'm doing Nightmare Dungeons or whatever, if you're on my friend list, then feel free to join. The more the merrier. They made Diablo 4 into a multiplayer game for a reason. Better enjoy it that way. Although I will miss Rahir. He is a loyal mercenary that keeps me safe. What would my resistances be without Rahir? That is the real question. In the negatives. Do a quick review of my gear to see where I can improve. Alright, I'll do that. What's your battle tag again? So I can find you quickly in my friend list. I have like 300 friends online. I can never find people by scrolling. Thank you for the follow. Schizo. Nice. Dragon 2, I also appreciate the follow. It's really good to have you guys around when I play this game. It's like Diablo is such a second monitor kind of game. Like if I'm solo playing, I'm always like watching long YouTube videos or podcasts or catching up on like sports games or whatever. But to be streaming is like definitely an upgrade over that for me. So I appreciate you hanging out. All right, let's check out the gear and then we'll call it for today. Explosion. Let's see. What are we playing? We're playing Death Trap. Interesting. I haven't looked at... Ooh, that's a very nice pants. I mean, I'm fortunate about the 55% because being 60, that would be... I'd rather have like 1 GA pants and 60% probably on the ice in the dark there. Seems like Masterworking on your gloves could be an improvement, but in general, 2 GA gloves is amazing. These are very nice Scoundrel's leathers. If you want to push, definitely want trap damage GA as well. It's probably a couple percentile of damage. Missing a core skill masterwork on the helm. I mean, I am too. Just looking for rooms for improvement. Interesting. These, if you just have... I guess, like, you will deal more damage if you have a GA resource. Like, if you just have 2 GA Beast Falls, that would save you a lot of hurt. I would farm Belial for just pick Beast in Ice and find yourself 2 GA Beast Fall boots to resource and ultimate cooldown reduction at 75%. Should be doable. Do 100 Belials or something. Get lucky. And thank you, Benja. I'd say the aspect here matters quite a bit. So if you can find a new one, maybe on trade, if you search for the aspect and even like a 195% plus, you can probably buy it pretty cheap. And the Masterworking, I guess, ideally you don't need the chance for DT to deal double damage. If you have a better temper, GA Dex would be huge for this bow as well. Like I'd rather have GA Dex only, like a 1 GA bow with Dex over this. And the poison trap duration, although I know it's like probably what people put in their guides. Like I would rather ensure like I would have DT hit twice on all 3 weapons, but not masterwork it at all. This is nice though. You have the triple crit on deck, so I guess you will keep this. This is a very nicely rolled weapon right here. Good Starless. Your aspects are... The stun grenade aspects are very good. But the Vehement Brawler has some room for improvement. Also can be found on trade. Very nice ring. unfortunate on the temper with the dark shroud tempers. Probably 1% damage. But other than that, looks good. I mean, it's unfortunate with the amulet. You need to roll maximum resource because you don't have GA on your boots. But for now, good enough. But yeah, amulet is a huge damage increase if you can get one with double passive and dex. Chat, what is better, 60% Ice in Dark or 4 stars, 56%? I would probably use 4 stars, 56%, than 1 star, 60. It's pretty close, but it gives a lot of other benefits, Ice in the Dark, by having the 4GA. I mean, if you can, I would sell the 4GA because you get a lot of profit, and then for that you can buy a 2GA and save a lot of money. You just died in hardcore? Oh no. Penshot or Death Trap? I recommend Penshot, but if you've never played Death Trap before, I recommend Death Trap. I've played it for 3 seasons or 4 or 5 seasons in a row, so I'm kind of Death Trapped out. So I kind of have moved on from that. Blamespee has a Beastfall for you if you want, Daniel. So you can message him. Penshot is not so good for you. You can't aim where you want. No, that makes sense. Death Trap is probably a lot comfier for that. All right, that's it for me today. I will probably not stream anymore today, but I will definitely, most likely, unless I get hit by a truck, stream tomorrow. Take care, everyone.